Hello and welcome to the video. This is a quick overview of this new product that's been released recently from MenaceRC. This is their new Pyro Trigger, ability to add smoke instantly to your electric models. Now, I played with smoke on scale models about 10 years ago as part of a thing for Channel 4, and it was an awful lot of fun. It was part of radio controlled dogfighting using infrared LEDs, and when the model was damaged beyond the ability to stay in the radio control battle, it would pop smoke, which was a great indicator that it was time for that pilot to land. But it isn't just for planes. Smoke can be used in lots of different places. It's available in lots of different sizes, from, kind of the size of a roll of sweets up to quite big canisters. And it's great for things like radio controlled tanks and other things that you might want to smoke. This is something that has been in the works for quite a while at MenaceRC. I've been speaking to Greg over there for probably the best part of 2 years as he's been working on this. He didn't want to release it until it was super safe. You don't want to plug things in and plug your battery in and for the smoke to go off immediately accidentally. There have been some other pyro devices in the past that could potentially glitch when you powered them on and ignite the electric match that would start the smoke. And some pulled a pretty chunk of current when you activated them, which potentially could pull down your 5-volt rail as well. This one is quite cute. It actually charges this big capacitor that's part of the device, and that is what is then used to fire the electric match that's part of the smoke. And there's lots of circuitry and protection in this thing to make sure that the match is only fired when you expressly trigger it. 2 lights on the bottom. A red one shows you that it's powered and connected, and the blue one is there solid when it's ready to fire, and then it will double blink once it has fired, and there's a fast flash, which means basically you need to check it out. There's potentially a problem. Now, what you need to use with this are 2 things. You're going to need an electronic match. These are the ones that I've got here. I actually ordered them from Amazon. Believe it or not, you can just order these things, and they're not particularly expensive. This is just basically a thing that's going to ignite at the end with 2 wires connected to it that you're going to connect into Pyro Trigger. And then you'll need some kind of smoke device. These are the ones, Enola Gay WP40 are typically the ones that have been pointed towards by the guys at MenaceRC. Again, lots of different sizes for this, lots of different colours. The bigger the canister, the more smoke you're going to get, obviously. However, at the moment, there is a little bit of work to do to cut the top off the canister, remove the ring pull that ignites it, which pull the ring, and replace it with the electronic match. This is particularly tricky, but I'm hoping that MenaceRC will soon start to be able to link to ones that already have the match pre-installed for those that don't want to mess around with that stuff. In terms of how to use it, well, you connect the 2 wires from the electric match into the spring terminals of the Pyro Trigger. You'll find that the wires are probably wrapped together just to make sure that no electricity or stray charge or static or whatever can actually set them off. Just unplug them, you pull the ends off, and then I just bend the ends over and you can plug them into the spring terminals, and then that's that bit done. It's really easy. Set up a channel on your radio to go high when you flick a switch. I think I've set this up for channel 6 on this particular radio, so I'm just going to plug the Pyro Trigger into channel 6 and then power everything so it's powered up. Once it's all powered, there is that delay of a handful of seconds. Once the blue light is on and ready to rock and roll, then if you send the switch high, the match will light, and that, if it's embedded in the middle of the smoke canister, will then start the smoke coming out. There's another cute option here as well. You can actually connect these up and cascade them. So the next time you flick to switch, the next one will go off in series. That potentially for larger models or more sophisticated displays with different coloured smoke could be handy to do as well. That's all covered in the manual. A few quick tips for fitting smoke to a model. Be aware it can stain foam. It's probably worthwhile putting some kind of protective film over a foam plane. It's sometimes a bit tricky to get off. I added aluminium tape underneath the body of the planes and where the canister was actually going to be mounted to help protect it from both the smoke and also any heat or stray sparks as well. That seemed to work really nicely. Try and fit it the smoke and also all the other pieces in a way that doesn't really affect the CG. Just keep that in mind. Usually right under the CG point is not a bad place to stick it. And also be aware of the extra drag that having this canister external is going to cause as well. Again, this is available from MenaceRC. If you have wanted to play with smoke and do displays and drag smoke behind yourselves, then this is now available that you can get and install pretty easily. I'm hoping that they bring out the canisters with the electric matches already embedded in, and then that means you can just pull that one out, and as you've seen with the spring-loaded terminals, it's a piece of cake to swap. Hopefully I'll get my hands on some smoke canisters, and when I do, I'm going to stick it on a plane and we'll have some fun flying around, leaving trails in the air. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching my video. Check out the playlist, and adding Painless 360 to your search terms will help you find my content. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. You can support the time I spend here answering questions and helping others by using the links in the video description.